Hey, what's up YouTube? Me, Valor, back here again with another. Well, actually, this isn't another. This is my first ever custom, well, tutorial on how to do a custom, and custom, unless you count spray painting some with some orange and glitter paint, or spray painting some Roshi's all black, which I don't. So, as you guys can see, I have the all black or triple black Yeezy Ultra Boost 350. Man, as you guys heard, this is my first custom ever, so the difficulty in these isn't too hard, and I'll give you guys a tutorial starting with the materials. But before I get into that, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Hez Kicks and T Blake. I'd like to give a shout out to Hez Kicks because I basically followed his video and tutorial on how to black out the boost material. And shout out to T Blake because even though I modified his instructions a little bit, I basically used his instructions to cut off the cage. But as I was saying, we'll get into the custom, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so for the materials, first up we have the most obvious Ultra Boost shoe that we're actually doing the custom on. I got mine in the all black colorway. You can do yours in whatever colorway you think would look the best on this. Next up, I have some paintbrushes that I picked up from Angelus Direct. These are pretty pricey, so I'm assuming that you could use any paintbrushes that you want, because these aren't actually Angelus brand. I picked up some more stuff from them. I'll show you right now. Also, some Angelus mink oil, some flat black paint from Angelus, and some Angelus jet black leather dye. And some other things that you're going to need is scissors, cut off the cage, a little, I'm going to call this a poker because I'm not sure what it's called, to poke the laces for the holes, or for the lace. Okay, you guys know what I'm saying, poke the holes for the laces. And some rope laces, which these aren't necessary, and you can use, once again, whatever you think would look best. And what I have you guys on right now, just something that you're going to do it on so that it doesn't get all messy. Alright, so an update on materials. We will actually be using a combination of scissors and a box cutter to cut off the cage.
Perfect. Haha. Oh, this came out perfect. Haha. Perfect. Where's that sharp blade at? You got it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try and run down here with this.
You see on the inside, I'm not cutting anything on the inside, am I? No. You do this 2 or 3 times, I don't think so. Or do this once, it's going to be perfect like a surgeon. Ooh, I'm getting real close to webbing in there. Here, there you go. Let me know if I bump you with this. Alright. Oh, see that pressure edge. Okay, yeah, we're leaving that. Can we pull? It helps. Okay, that's freaking perfect. You don't want to see any black? No, cool. It'd be better to see a little bit than to cut into the net. Oh my gosh, this chair's hot. Oh, look at you now. You're still going to the back tomorrow. Move. Move down. Let's see how it is. This blade is freaking smoking sharp. Now I need to change the angle of the blade. I gotta get like that.
Alright, so what you guys saw in that little clip right there is basically, at first, there's like a stitching on the side of like on the very front of the cage, and so you just need to cut that off with a super sharp razor, which is what we did. And then second of all, I had my dad do it because he's like a pretty handy man. And then you just cut off the cage using either, you can use scissors, but that'd be a little bit sloppier, so I used a super sharp razor blade to cut through that. And I only showed one cage, but as you can imagine, you just repeat the same thing for everyone. For the materials update, I decided to actually put on before some nail polish remover, non-acrylic, because I don't want to mess up the gloss, and of course some cotton balls to add it on. after you apply the nail polish remover, you should wait for it to dry until you move on to the next step. So with me adding on the leather dye and the paint, my apologies if you guys don't get the best angle of what I'm painting, but I think I was with the gist of it because I'll try to get at least a couple seconds, or actually probably more than that, probably like 10 seconds of what I'm actually doing on it.
Whatever you do not tip over that bowl. You understand me? Yeah. Do not tip over this bowl. Just take your time. Slow, man. This is not like homework. Just take your time, nice and slow. See how slow I cut that, right? How much time we took? Just take your time. Oh, yeah? Take your time, right? Not a horse race. You're an artist. The Mona Lisa took 15 years? 14 years. 14 years. You spent 14 years on the Mona Lisa. Trying to get the face just perfect. Take your time. You'll be glad you did later.
Just a quick tip, as you can see, when I start to do the leather dye, there's a whole bunch of little white holes like that, and to get those, I use the finest tip paintbrush that they give you, and I just use this size one. I don't, what size is this? Doesn't say, it says 10 on it, so I don't know if that's a size or not. Alright, I got my first shoe done with the leather dye. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little bit of white spots everywhere. I try to get as good as I can, but no need to get perfect because, as you guys know, we're putting some